Welcome back to RadioCraft. I'm the Radio Man 03 and we are playing Minecraft on the Xbox One. Welcome back. Variety, go ahead and fire it up. Show them what it can do. Haha, look at that. CJ added fireworks to our walkway. This is the boardwalk. Thank you, Variety. This is our boardwalk and the entrance to the boardwalk. I'm not going to ride through there right now. We're almost out of fireworks, and they're very expensive to make. CJ made a handful for each of these just so we could kind of kick off the episode. But as you can see in front of me here, we have a nice entrance now to the boardwalk. Let's go ahead and ride through it anyways. Let's do it. Look at the stars. Isn't that awesome? Yeah, so CJ put those in. The boardwalk has been completed in terms of construction. Now it all wraps all the way down here to the very end and meets up with Echo's big bridge. Oh no, I fell off the walkway. It goes all the way down here. I don't know how I'm going to get the horse back out of here. Give me a second, I'll be right back. Alright, okay, back up on the boardwalk. Whew, jeez. As you're going to notice, we do not have the dirt walkway that goes across this anymore. Now that's all gone, and I've installed a bridge that goes across the waterway here that leads to the lighthouse. Let's run around that way. And something else you'll notice off in the distance is CJ has a house now. He's built that home right there. Nothing inside of it, but it is an awesome house. We got a couple of mobs out here on the bridge we need to deal with real quick. Probably should wait until day hits to show you some of the things that we're going to show you today, but I'm eager to get the video up and on the YouTube. So this is CJ's house right here. It's a sizable house. Built it really quick, too. Just took a day or so. I mean, just amazing how fast he put this beautiful home up. And we'll take a look at that when he gets the inside taken care of. This is our new bridge now that goes out to the lighthouse and runs across the expanse of the water. Just a simple bridge with a quick arch in the middle there to give it support in the water. Like so there. Right there as you can see. Right over there. So very nice. We got buttresses up on this side and one on that side to kind of secure it to the ground. And we need to go inside here as well. Variety 3 did some decorating. Outside the house, you'll notice that I put a porch light now inside the roof. It's actually attached to the roof. It's this same concept right here, but tucked away in the roof. And it fit perfectly, very nicely. And here is what Variety has done in terms of decor in the home. We have a couch, TV, a nice rug, some plants and stuff in here, artwork, and we have our own microwave oven as well. Nothing in it. We have to stock that ourselves. And a sink, so that's our little kitchen and our living room area. And then she has a nice little bedroom for us in here with a chest for our stuff. More plants, of course. I love the plants. They always add a lot to the room. And our desk to do our work, and there's our laptop right there. Nothing up on these levels. I may put an enchantment level or enchantment station up on that level right there. I haven't quite decided that yet. But that is the decor that you put in the house. I think it looks really good. Hope you guys like that. Yeah, I hope you like it. Looks good. There is a lot to show you today, so I'm going to be moving pretty fast. We did that, okay. New paths. We've got some new paths that we're thinking about doing. CJ and Max, we're putting them in over the weekend. We like how they look, and we've had the dirt and gravel and the cobblestone paths up until now, but they put these new ones in, and we actually started the video out on those. Let's go ahead and take a look and see, and I'll show you what they look like. I'm going to ride up this way so I don't trigger any more fireworks. But as you can see, the walkway is a little bit different. We've got some brick and wood, and it sounds really good on your feet when you're walking through here. And it comes over this side as well. Boom, just like so. So now this connects with the bridge back here behind the stables. And we've got a nice connection with the bridge. I think these are good. And I think the idea is behind this is we're going to run the street lights, of course, along all of these paths. And then what we will do is that we will continue this path. Like this is a main thoroughfare right here. The paths will continue through here and ride around in this direction this way, and then we'll have small paths that lead off to the individual buildings. So there'll be a main path that goes down here towards the farming area, which we'll be visiting here in just a little bit, and then those paths will continue on, and we'll just have the gravel paths in the other areas. Variety 3 put together the skeleton spawner. She added a little more decor to the front entranceway of that. That's the skelly spawner. And Maximus was working on this over here. Now Max is in charge of having kind of some games down here on this particular area of the boardwalk. And he had an idea that since the skeleton spawner isn't something that we use too much anymore, we do have an Enderman farm now, I'll take you there today as well, that maybe what we do is we have a skeleton game or something down in here that we can utilize. So that's kind of a thought in the process. And let's see, where else are we going to go next? We're going to have to go back in towards the Nether for a second. Variety 3 and I worked down here. You know what? Before we go down in there, let me grab a lead real quick. Oh, real quick. Variety also did a little more decor on the stables too. So she kind of added some 3-dimension to it. You can see the windows and stuff like this, and she kind of opened the windows so you can see in to see the horses, and gave some awnings and stuff over the doorways and the windows. So she spruced these up a little bit as well. Let's see if we can get a lead here real quick. I'm sure we have one. There we go. I want to be able to take Ace here and jump off of him and, you know, tie him up so he doesn't wander off. Alright, let's go down into the mine. This is next on the list. And Ace, where'd you go? There you go, buddy. Come here. You're right there. Okay, Variety 3 and I decided it was time to get a design going on down into the mine. So this is what we came up with. Nether brick fencing with a little glowstone and then snow in the back. And it really brightens up the mine shaft as we go down it, and it cleans it up and makes it look nice. It was just smooth stone all the way down. We were kind of limited to how much decor we could put on the walls because of the fact that we only have 2 blocks here that lead down to the slime farm. So, but that's kind of the design we came up with. Pretty simple, pretty basic, but it looks really nice in that hallway. Real quick, while we're down here at the slime farm, you are not going to believe the amount of slime we have. Look at the slime chests we have right now. There are 30, I believe is the number I heard them say. 30 double chests of slime balls. So if slime blocks ever come to our console version of Minecraft, we are set for sure. But this thing's still pumping out the slime like crazy. And of course, there's no slime when I say that. You never know. But it's usually very busy down here with the slime. As you can tell, they're working pretty hard. The slime are coming in nicely. Alright, so that is the mine. Maximus added a couple more beacons to the properties as well. You might have noticed that there were 2 beacons at the boardwalk entrance. Let's see, let's switch to the torch here real quick. There was 2 beacons added to the entrance of the boardwalk. And those are just for decoration right now. There's 2 right there. And then there's one, you can see the beam right there, that's out on the Lighthouse Island, which extends all the speed out to that direction. And he added another one, over by the tree farm. The tree farm was moved. It was right here. It has been moved. Let's go ahead and what's next on our list here? Mine shaft mob. Okay, we're going to go this way first. I wanted to show you the mob farm. Oh, and inspired by Daedalus822, CJ put in a dry dock down here as well that we can come down to, and for the boats, once the boats are fixed, it'll work really well. But right now the boats, you just ride them out here and they break for no reason at all. So we do have a dry dock in place, and let me show you how this works. Do I have any place I can tie up Ace? No, we're gonna have to make this kind of quick. So the dry dock, basically, you push the button, the ground comes out, this fills in with water, and you can ride your boat out, come back in, push this, dry dock comes up, and boat sits still. It's very nice. Here, we have a fire pit with charges, very nice as well. The only way we can put it out right now is by hand, but there are charges in droppers underneath this right here, or dispensers I should say. Dispensers are down underneath there, and then this dispenser here is full of boats. So that is our dry dock right now. We come back up the path. Spawn has come together really nice. Everyone's really happy with it. We were just kind of all sitting around here the other day looking at it and just talking about how much we really like how this RadioCraft is shaping up. It reminds a lot of us of Season 1, except the fact that most of everything is above ground this time, which is very nice. This is our mob spawner now. I don't know that I've ever brought you guys in here before. Initially, we had a lava platform up here, so to speak, and the mobs would fall through it, land on hoppers, and they would be on fire. But the thing is, the mobs weren't always burning up, so they would just stand there and despawn. I wish some would come through here right now, but Echo's over at his place, and Variety's running around the world as well, so the mobs are kind of dispersed throughout the area, so it's not very active right now. But what Variety and I did was instead of having the mobs just go through fire and land on hoppers, this is very old school design. The mobs fall down into this water trough, and then the trough pushes them down into this lava blade, and then of course as they get burned up by this lava blade, this goes down 1 block right here, this little water trough that leads to the hopper, and then the drops fall into that, go into the hoppers, and they go down inside. And CJ worked his redstone magic down here, and we have a beautiful storage room with an automatic sorter for this area. So we have witches, of course, that come through and drop off all of these items right here, and the sticks, and then we have our skeletons with the bows, with the arrows and the bones, and then the gunpowder, of course. The creepers seem to come through here a lot. Creepers seem to be the biggest mob that comes through here, other than the skeletons and the zombies. But we do get lots of creepers, and of course we have zombie flesh for when that trading becomes available. Bottles from the bottles for the from the witches. If we go back here, you can see all of the redstone CJ put in and all the chests. Each section has 3 double chests of storage, so we've got plenty of storage in here as well. But that is how that looks back in here, the redstone. Alright, I explained it to you, but I'm not quite sure how it works. So here we go, let's go back on up. That is the spawner. I wish I could get some mobs to come through here. But like I said, I think it's daytime right now, but we've got a few people on, and once everyone starts to spread out throughout the world, this thing does not work as well because, of course, mobs are spawning in various locations around the world, so it tends to slow down. Yeah, it's unfortunate we can't get something like that to fire up. Maybe I'll take a look at it later and see if I can get it to get going again. Where's that lead go? Where'd the lead go? There it is. Okay, perfect. Alright, let's take Ace. And I think you guys, yeah, you guys saw the chicken cooker. That's working pretty well. You can only have so many chickens. The Iron Golem farm works great. We've got quite a bit of iron now. Let me go ahead and go over and show you that. And this is after, you know, Max has done a couple of projects with iron and stuff, but you can see that the iron is flowing in pretty steady. It's really nice. Over here, and we'll show more of this to you at a different time, CJ is building a pigman farm, a gold farm, way up in the sky. And it's actually coming out of the top of the desert temple out there. So we'll have a nice gold nugget supply. So that's been fun. He's actually building an array of nether portals up there so the pigmen walk through, and then there'll be trapdoors lining those portals, and the pigmen will just walk off and, of course, fall to their death, and we'll scoop up their loots. Alright, let's go out towards the farms. Like I said, there is a ton of stuff to show you. No real snippets to show you at all, but there are lots of things to show. Let's go on out here. Variety put in a melon farm. You guys have seen her wheat farms and stuff like this. The melon farm is really cool. Looks like Variety's actually in her house. Yeah, I can see her. Yeah, there she is. She's watching and she's hopping. This is the melon farm that Variety put in. This is created by FedEx, and then she took the design and added it here to RadioCraft. But you can see we've got watermelons and pumpkins galore coming in. If we open up the chest, there's just a ton of this stuff moving in. And the way this works is we can manually pull the lever and have everything harvest, or you can sit here and wait, and I think I'll do that, for a melon to grow on these dirt pads right here. As soon as one does, that fires a bud switch, and it also activates the entire farm, so the foods drop into the water troughs, down into the hoppers, and of course into the chests. So I'm going to sit here and wait for that to happen, and then we'll continue. There it goes. There we go. Alright, so as you can see, now those melons right there, we're going to lose those, but the side here, of course, harvested. And the food is going down the trough there, as you can see, and then down to the chest. We lose a little few melons here and there, just because pistons, you know how they are when they break stuff, they just kind of break, and then the items kind of follow the piston back or flip back over the piston. But it's you don't have to do anything with this farm. You just let it run all by itself. And again, this is inspired by FedEx Gaming. Variety adjusted a few things. Instead of it just being the one side, it is a two-sided farm. So she actually worked out the redstone herself and got this to fire on both sides, and was quite proud of herself for that. We're going to build a sort of a greenhouse over the top of this building, and then of course we have to work on the sugarcane farm as well to get both of those, you know, just kind of gussied up a little bit for the area. But that is the melon farm. I showed you the pigman farm. I think the next thing we have left to do is I need to take you into the Nether. And then we're going to take a look at the end farm as well, the Enderman farm. So let's head on over to the Nether area. When we built this bridge way back at the beginning of RadioCraft, which was really not all that long ago, we did add an area right here for the horses to be parked. So there we go. Ace can stay right there for us. Let's go on in. Echo has done a good job of getting everything set up through portals, which is very nice. Now, as we enter the Nether, you're going to see that I've done a little work in here as well. I cleaned this up and made this a safe area for us to walk through. We now have a passageway in here to get from here to over where we're hunting withers and blaze and stuff. But I've got a couple wither skulls on display here, and just some nice fire and stuff to represent the Nether. A little fire up on top. And here's the walkway that I came up with. This is the cyan clay, and this is the blue clay, which is, of course, gray and purple. Odd, very odd. CJ has put in a wither kill chamber back through here, and we're actually working that on the GEX1 as well, and we'll be updating a video on that too. And we come on down the hallway here, and we come up the stairs, and of course we have our wither area here. It's set up pretty much the same way that ours is on GEX1, where it's just a big pad where these guys hang out, and then we just come up and we kill them. We still have work to do on this side over here, and these guys are able to reach us through here, but you can see we've got quite a few wither skeletons down there. I think I see 3 there. We have one guy right here that looks rather confused, actually. He's going to go for a ride, and then we've got more down on here. And what we did was we increased the size of this pad. It goes way down here now. Let's see if we can run down here without getting killed. It comes all the way down, and if you remember before, there was a structure down here, a couple of structures actually, and now those have been eliminated. Max and I did most of this cleanup work here, and we put a ceiling over the top. This used to look out over the Nether here, and of course we would be getting shot at constantly by Ghast and the Blaze and everything else. So we got that all cleaned up, and we've got a nice long pathway here. The mushrooms we're growing, we don't really need to grow the mushrooms, and that reminds me, hopefully I won't forget, Variety 3 put in a mushroom farm underneath her wheat farm as well. I'll try to remember to go take a look at that. Now if we walk straight through this portal, that'll take us to Echo's portal to his base, and this portal down here is going to take us to the end. Let's go on down this way. There we go. This portal here will take us right to the stronghold. He's got them all really nice and consolidated for us, so we don't have to travel very far to do much of anything. We've got our beds, of course, at the stronghold when we fought the dragon, and we hop on in, and let's go take a look at what we've got going on in here. This farm, everyone has actually worked on this one. CJ and I kind of started it, and I don't think we did a very good job. Echo came in, got it going right, and then Max and Variety actually added some more levels. Echo and I worked together and added a couple levels to it. It is 10 levels high right now, and this one is a little bit different than the last Ender farm we had. This is based on tripwires, so we have you can hear the tripwires firing right there. The Endermen basically spawn on the same pads that you would have on any Enderman farm, but instead of there being pistons behind them that push them off, there is a tripwire that triggers all the pistons along the row and knocks them off. I'll see if I can't break into this a little bit and show you what I'm talking about here. There we go. Yeah, this is good. So basically what we have here is the Endermen spawn on the pad right there. There is string running from this tripwire to one on the other end. And as they step on that tripwire, it triggers all the pistons, and it shoves them off, of course, down into the hole, and they do their fall, and then we go down there and we kill them and get our XP and the ender pearls and stuff. I'm going to need to bring another block up to get that fixed up. But that's how that works, each level, one right after the other. And that's based off of Etho's lab. Etho, that's a design he did quite a while back, and we utilized that one. We thought we wanted something a little bit different on this one. At first we were going to try to do the Ender, where the Endermen collect, and then you take TNT, and the concussion of the TNT destroys them, but the concussion does not work on the Xbox One version right now, so we did not go with that route. This is our path up, and this is our path down into the Ender farm, and this is kind of how I got it decorated down here. I'm going to turn the sound down a little bit. Actually, we're going to turn it down quite a bit, because it gets really loud, as you know, if you've got an Enderman farm. And all you gotta do, of course, is just stand here and just beat them down. And it fills up really nice. You can get to 30 XP in just a few minutes down here. But we have a steady flow of Endermen coming down, which is always nice. Oh, there's our block. We can grab that and get that put back in place. Just like so. Boom, you know, look at that. Look at the XP rolling in, huh? Very nice. And if we look up, you can see that you can just see them coming pouring down in here, which is very nice. Let's see if we can take a look on this side as well. The Enderman acts so differently now with the update. But yeah, it works great. You can stand here for just a few minutes and you've got your 30 XP. Downstairs here we have carrots, of course, for food while you're beating the Endermen and killing them. We have an Ender Pearl chest down here. I don't know that we're going to save too many Ender Pearls. We've got so many already. Books and stuff that we've been enchanting so far. Some backup anvils, some iron, and so on and so forth. Lapis when that becomes a need for enchanting. And our enchantment station. So all this down here, and I just kind of decorated this real quick the other day with the blue clay and the purple clay. But I think it turned out really nice, and it's been used a lot. This farm has been used a whole lot, and it's really our main farm now. The zombie farm, we're going to take that one and use it to siphon off the villagers, zombie villagers. We'll use that zombie farm for that. And the skeleton farm, it's still there, you know. Eventually we'll run low on arrows and we'll have to start using that again and building up arrows and stuff like that. So it's not like you ever stop using a farm. You always have to go back to a farm eventually. Let's get a little chow while we're heading up the hill here. Max wants to actually build a tunnel from the spawn pad when we first enter the end to this location, so I think that's a good idea. So he's going to be doing something like that, or we will work on that together. We actually need to get on the message board. Let me put this block back, and then I will be right back, and we will continue with the tour of RadioCraft, so stick around. And welcome back. That's all fixed up. Let's head on down. Boop. And we're back at the lighthouse. Ah, lovely, lovely lighthouse. Ooh, something I wanted to make sure, and I've got it in my head right now. I don't want to forget to do this. I want to take you out and show you the mushroom farm. It was pretty neat. Variety used mycelium, and we found something out about mycelium we didn't know before. We knew that mycelium spread, and that's that purple block that you can get off the Mushu Islands. The Mushu Islands, mobs do not spawn on mycelium. Just the Mushu cows do. And I think passive mobs, the pigs and cows and stuff, I think can actually spawn on there as well. Come on, jump it, jump it. Come on, Radio, get your jumping legs on, buddy. We've got speed 2 beacons all over the place. As you can see, I'm moving really fast. Real quick, as we're heading over to where the mycelium is, this is the tree farm now. Variety put it out here, which made a lot of sense instead of right in front of her house. So this is where we've got our tree farm. It's a little bit bigger, and she spread the trees out a little bit more, so we get a lot more yield out of the tree farm now. It's very nice. Oh, there's a jungle tree out here. That's weird. I wonder how that got there. Oh, here we are. We're heading into this the farm right here, the wheat and the pumpkins and the carrots. You can see speed 2 kick in right there. So the beacon coverage is really good right now. Very good. I guess the tree farm is the only place we don't have real good coverage, and the extra beacon that Max had put in, I mentioned it was over by the tree farm, is actually out there by CJ's house. That is the other one. So if we go downstairs here and take a look, Variety went out and silk touched mycelium. You can see the particles coming off the mycelium, little particles going on in here. She went out and she silk touched mycelium. That's the only way you can gather mycelium, is with a silk touch. And then if you put mycelium next to a regular dirt block, the mycelium will spread to the dirt block. So that's what she did down here. At first she had grass blocks in the mycelium, and the mycelium was not spreading. And then she switched the grass blocks out to dirt blocks, and then it spread like crazy. And as you can see, the mushrooms have just gone crazy. So she's been harvesting these. Now the brown mushrooms make it great for the potions, the fermented spider eyes and a few other potions. Now both the red and the brown together, of course, you can make the mushroom stew. But this is what it looks like underneath her farm. Initially she was going to do a big storage room down here, but then Echo built the silo. So we really didn't need storage down there, and she was wondering what she was going to do underneath the floor here. And perfect solution, grow mushrooms. So it's perfect. It's absolutely perfect. And these are all the farms. She just harvested these before I started recording. But carrots, potatoes, and the wheat, of course. All the necessities of a good Minecraft breakfast. The sun is going down again. Let's check the board here. I think I have shown you everything on the update. Yeah, I think I'll try to record a little bit more this next weekend of all of us working together on projects. We didn't do a whole lot of that this weekend. I really thought it was time to bring you in and show you an update of all the different things that took place. But again, these beautiful paths that Max and CJ came up with are again going to continue along throughout this area here. All the main thoroughfares will have those beautiful paths like that, and then we'll do the little gravel paths off into the various areas. We're not quite sure what we're going to do up there where the villager spawn area was. We haven't quite decided that yet. But yeah, here goes the sun. It's leaving us. And I hope you enjoyed the tour of the RadioCraft world. I'm kind of hoping these street lights will kick on here pretty quick so we can just take a stroll down the main drag here. This is actually Main Street here, but there we go. All the lights have come on. It's a beautiful, beautiful night on RadioCraft. Thank you so much for your time. Hope you enjoyed the quick tour of everything that's been going on here. I'm the Radio Man 03. Like, comment, subscribe, and share, and I will talk to you again next time.